So who's this, walking into the fortress? Hold there. Visitors to Tal'Deic Fortress must adhere to protocol. We have very strict rules here. You should immediately report to General Hlenir Redoran at Tal'Deic Keep on the far side of the compound. A word of advice? The General has been somewhat erratic lately. Don't ask him too many questions. Let's just say he's been somewhat unpredictable, and he sees spies around every corner. You don't want to get him angry, trust me.
Don't be foolish, Captain. Boredom is the only danger these soldiers face.
General, we must enforce protocol. If...
Enough! Not another word about protocol, Captain. Remember your place.
Not now, please. I have a great deal on my mind.
Don't just stand there with your mouth open. You're attracting flies. Speak! No matter how often I punish them, some of these soldiers must adhere to rules and regulations. Where's the fun in that, I ask you? Since you're here, I think we have a Nord spy in the fort. Expose this spy and I'll make you a captain. That's what makes this spy so dangerous. And never question my orders again. Never! Go expose Ragnar Stormcrag for the spy she is. I command it! Now get out of here, both of you. I have things to do.
You there! Hold a moment! What fresh madness has the General come up with today, Well, that's a new one. I've been the General's bodyguard for nearly a decade. If I was plotting against him, I think I'd have made my move by now. I'm risking my neck telling you this, but I don't know what else to do. I think the General's gone mad. One moment he sees traitors everywhere, the next he's canceling security patrols. There's no telling what crazy whim will spur him on next. I've devoted my life to protecting the General and helping the Pact. That's why I need to find out what's wrong with him. Maybe you can help me? The General ordered me to stay out of his quarters on the lower level. He's never done that before. And I want to know what he's hiding. He's posted a guard, but if you can get past him and search the room, maybe you can find out what's going on? Keep an eye out for anything suspicious. Something's not right here. I won't rest until we figure it out. The General accused me of being a spy. If I'm caught snooping around, he'll arrest me. I can't very well protect the fort while I'm locked in a cell, can I? I'm asking for your help. Not for me, but for the General and everyone stationed here. Something's seriously wrong, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Move along. There's nothing to see here. Look somewhere else. These are the General's private quarters. He doesn't allow visitors. He hasn't been himself lately. That's true. All right. Here's the key to his locked furniture, but remember, I'm watching you. Magistrix Vox nearly destroyed Selphora, just because the people refused to bow down to her.
You've got a look in your eye like you're onto something. Don't let me keep you.
Captain Deronil, at your service. A moment is all I can spare, I'm afraid. The General is already greatly displeased with me. I wish I knew. I've always served dutifully, followed the will of the Tribunal, and defended the fortress with honor. I've even been enforcing the General's nonsensical orders, usually against my better judgment. I am a soldier, loyal to my house and the Ebonheart Pact. I am sworn to obey my superiors without question. I don't have the luxury of questioning orders, no matter how suspect. If I'm to be executed, so be it. Until then, leave me to my duty.
How goes your investigation? Any luck? The ruins by the river? The General had them sealed off and commanded that the place was off limits. Curiouser and curiouser. We need to find out more about the General's retainer, this Durel Gilveni. Why did the General send him into the ruins? And who are those others the note refers to, I was hoping you'd say that. If I disappear, someone might notice and raise an alarm. The entrance to the ruins is down by the river, beyond the mess tent. If you find anything of significance, take it directly to Captain Valek.
Genocide!
Hey, over here! Help me! Thank the three! You don't look like one of these mad Maulborn cultists. I'm Sir Riven, a soldier from the fort. I might have crept down to the river to enjoy a quiet drink away from my superiors. Well, don't look at me like that. Anyway, these stupid cultists grabbed me. Next thing I knew, I was locked in here. One of those Maulborn must have the key. And one more thing. One of them was carrying around a creepy daedric book when they brought me in. They took it into the lower tunnels. If you get the book, I could use it to explain my absence.
Don't kill me! Someone help! I saw what you did to my fellow Maulborn. I don't want to end up like the others out in the Great Hall. We're the Maulborn. You can't order us around. We control your general. We control your fortress. You're too late to stop us this time. All right, don't kill me. I'll tell you what I know. The real general is dead. Sacrificed in the name of our great mistress, Magistrix Vox. We called forth a daedric entity to replace him. The simulacrum wears his shape. It's a Dremora. It's here, in one of the chambers below. It visits the general's corpse there every few hours to maintain his form. Please, I've told you everything I know. Spare me.
Don't underestimate us! That's what he said. Flank! Now! I hope I helped.
You have disobeyed my orders for the last time. You're stronger than these. Morrowind shall be laid waste.
You're back! Did you get the key and the book? Oh, that's a relief. Now get me out and give me the book. I need to report in to Sergeant Marl. Maybe you could put in a good word for me? Tell him how brave I was? What? After all we've been through? Fine, I'll deal with Sergeant Marl myself. If you can't say something helpful, just don't say anything at all.
You were amazing.
Saravin here has told me an interesting tale. Is he telling the truth? He says you were involved.
I'll have it done right away, Sarah.
That's more in line with the Saravin I know than the tale he told me. You did well by telling me the truth. I'll deal with Saravin. Hey, you nicksound!
How do you keep getting stronger? It's amazing. Tell me the secret.
I hope you fall into a pit of guardung.
Where have you been? Where's the general? Of course! The general's madness, the strange sounds coming from the ruins. It all makes sense now. We were so blinded by protocol we couldn't see it. I'll assume command immediately and send troops to deal with the Moorborn. Thank you. Just like a headstrong Nord to throw protocol to the wind. Perhaps we could all learn from her. Excuse me, my friend. I believe I have an officer to promote. Ah, Stormcrag. Good timing. Come here.
Sorry, Captain. Didn't mean to eavesdrop.
News of the General's death will spread quickly. We must maintain order.
More Dark Elf discipline and protocol? That's what caused this mess.
That's why I want to appoint you as my aide and advisor, so our discipline doesn't blind us again.
Me? Yes, I'd be happy to help keep the fortress on track. Captain Doronil made me his second in command. We'll have Tal'Deic Fortress in top form by week's end.
I can't take much more of this abuse. Beatings, extortion, taking whatever they damn well please. Someone should stand up to those thugs. Shh, not so loud. You're gonna get me in trouble. The Sentinels have sent more than a few soldiers to the healers for less. Besides, you're a stranger here. You shouldn't get involved. Well, the Sentinels certainly wouldn't expect you to challenge them. But they're a mean bunch. And deadly. Look, if you're determined to get involved, have a chat with Commander Tal'Din in the training yard. He's their superior. Don't risk your neck on my account. They've always had a mean streak. Don't get me wrong, they're great warriors. But ever since the General made them the camp enforcers, well, let's just say they've become overly enthusiastic. I probably shouldn't say any more. Well, all right, but you didn't hear this from me. Since the General made them camp enforcers, the Sentinels have become brazen criminals. They're even forcing people to pay for protection. Nund refused to pay. Now he's got 3 broken fingers. Oh, I've already said too much. I don't want any more trouble than I've already got. If you want to know more, talk to Commander Tal'Din. Just watch yourself. The Sentinels can be fearsome enemies. Don't risk your neck on my account.
What can I do for you? Let me guess. You've been talking to Fervin. A decent cook, but doesn't have the sense Azura gave a sheep. He should learn to leave well enough alone. Just walk away. This isn't your concern. It's not up to me. General Garvin made them enforcers. That gives them the authority to do whatever they want. If I so much as mention it, I'm as good as dead. Sorry, but I'm not sticking my head through that particular noose. You could try. The Sentinels are all about power through intimidation. The only way to stop them is to beat them at their own game. Challenge their fiercest warriors to face you in combat. Defeat them, and you break their hold on the camp.
I don't think I received your tribute today. Pay up. Another fool with a death wish. But for the sport of it, why don't you make the first strike? If it doesn't kill me, I'll finish you off quick. You don't look so tough. Enough. I surrender.
What do you want?
Another fool with a death wish. But for the sport of it, why don't you make the first strike? If it doesn't kill me, I'll finish you off quick. You don't look so tough.
Enough. I surrender.
Yes, outsider? I was hoping for more of a challenge. Since you don't look so tough, I'll let you have the first strike. You don't look so tough. Victory is yours. I submit.
I don't believe it. I thought the Sentinels would make mincemeat out of you. Ha! You surprised us all! Especially the Sentinels. I'd say their bullying days are over. Well played!
Leave me to my grief. Let me see that. By the 3. My poor, darling Risa. I miss her so much. We had such an argument before she left. That was the last time I saw her. But to finally find out what happened to her, to get her amulet, it makes the pain a little less intense. I'll wear it always, to remember my beautiful, brave Risa. Thank you so much for easing an old woman's grief.
Poor mother. My sorrow is great to have caused you pain. I wish you would not grieve any longer. Be at peace, mother.
My mother thinks the returned amulet is a sign from my sister.
You'll have to come back later, I'm afraid. My master is out on a grand adventure at the moment. Oh dear. I knew this day would come. What's the procedure for this? Oh, yes. House Redoran thanks you for your service. Go with our gratitude.
Merchants to the great houses.
Once again, my people need me, but I dwindle and fade. I was. Now I am but a remnant of my former glory. Magistrix Vox shattered my reliquary and reduced me to my current state. You need my blessing to defeat her, but as I am now, I cannot bestow it. Restore my reliquary. Find the pieces scattered about the shrine and bring them to Master Aaron at the central dais. When I'm made whole, I can help you prevail against Vox. Many of my priests died fighting the daedra, who now defile the shrine. Those who remain seek to gather the pieces of my reliquary. Speak to Priest Deline, who is best favored of my servants. I know she still lives.
Over here! We need help to close these portals!
We did it!
Over here! We need help to close these portals!
By the skull of the saint! Sacrilege, blasphemy, and heresy! Saint Veloth said someone would come to aid us. Magistrix Vox opened daedric portals within these holy grounds. They're like wounds in the world. Now all sorts of vile creatures pour through and attack us. We tried to close the portals, but Vox was clever. She used dark magic to tie each portal to a watcher. You have to kill the watchers to close the portals. That's how many of us died. Please close them. Then find me by the central dais. Just take out those watchers near the portals. If you don't kill them close to the portals they guard, another one of the creatures pops up to take its place. Blasted Vox.
Watch me go!
I may not look it, but I'm glad to see you. Thank you. Your efforts have lifted the morale of the priests and acolytes, giving us all hope. We are in your debt. Three bless you and thank you. Now we can see about restoring some order to this chaos.
It will take time to deal with the daedra that came through before you closed the portals. We'll be busy for a while, it seems. Saints bless you, but we have an even bigger problem. In all the chaos, we just discovered that the Saint's holy skull is missing. One of my priests saw a daedroth carry it off. We must recover it. Acolyte Hlen's on the trail of the daedroth that took it. I saw him follow the thing toward the western crypts. Now, please hurry before that beast damages our holy relic.
I
thought I was the only one fool enough to be sneaking around this place. Are you trying to get killed? Run for it while you can! I am, though I wish I wasn't. What a monster. But it's got the sacred cranium, I'm sure of it. It stalked off this way, and I sneaked after it. It went into the crypt. You can probably follow it just by its odor. It smells like a hot forge. Are you going after it? Because I'm not. That thing breathes fire.
Please, hurry. My time is running out. Make haste, or soon I will be no more. Take it to the dais and place it with the reliquary pieces. Vox believed that when she shattered my reliquary, she removed me from this battle. Your deeds have foiled her scheme.
She wants to return to a simpler time, when our people worshipped the good Daedra. But that time is past. Nonetheless, she wields my hammer, Veloth's judgment. I used it to defend our people. She uses it for revenge.
The Tribunal has long held it in their care. Mad and reckless, Vox stole it from their temple. Now I am fading and my connection to this plane becomes more tenuous. If you would restore my reliquary, delay no longer. I am returned to my customary ethereal vigor. Thanks to you, my child. Vox possesses my hammer, the Judgment. Like any such artifact, it can be used for good or turned to darker purposes. But all is not lost. I can protect you from the hammer's powers. When Judgment falls, Vox kills her target and traps its soul. The trapped souls feed her power, making her stronger than other mortals. Few can survive the hammer's strike, but you shall. I shall bestow upon you my blessing. Imbued with the power of my holy favor, the hammer cannot kill you, but it will send you to where the other souls are trapped. You shall free Vox's prisoners and thus break her power. Go now, exalted by my blessing, to Eidolon's Hollow. Stop Magistrix Vox and put an end to her madness.
Please, hurry to Eidolon's Hollow and put a stop to Magistrix Vox's madness.
I'm sure Darlan is fine. I probably shouldn't worry. Healer Darlan. He was headed to Eidolon's Hollow to tend to the wounded. He wanted Dremora hearts. He uses them to craft healing potions. I collected a few, but he was gone by the time I returned. How will he make his potions without them? I followed you around and collected hearts from the Dreamora you killed. Easiest job I've had in weeks. Darlan can make strong healing potions out of them. It's a wonder that something beneficial can come from these creatures.
You always take me to such nice places.
A new hand has arrived. Notify Almalexia that her champion is here. Well met, Hand of Almalexia.
I came all the way from Saint Veloth's shrine to lend my skills to this effort. Eldry fusses too much. I'm needed here. My contributions may be less flamboyant than those with a more militaristic approach, but I help in my own small way. Oh, what a disgusting mess you get when you put a bunch of Dremora hearts in a sack. But thanks for bringing them to me. The potions I can make with these will help a lot.